Honey, what are you up to?
What the?
Oh, it's just you. I'm busy right now. Why don't you come back later?
I'm sorry, were you expecting somebody else?
What's the matter? Were you worried it was gonna be someone else?
No. I mean, I'm glad it's you.
Performing the duties of his office.
Digby C. Caesar.
No.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I am Digby, and today we're back in Star Trek Resurgence. Now, last episode we discovered that the ion storm and whatever it is that's screwing up our warp drive is actually coming from the Hotari moon where the dilithium mine is located. That's actually at the center of the conflict between them and the blue dudes. So yeah, I'm assuming this episode that's what we're going to be investigating. I suppose there is only one way to find out though, and let's get going.
Presently, we don't have an explanation for how they're doing this.
Suspicions.
One thing is clear. This is no fluke.
Thank you, Mr. Westbrook. I want a full briefing when I'm back on board. Solano out. A targeted weapon that inhibits warp travel. Coming from the moon Tau.
That would explain the difficulties my shuttle encountered. More importantly, the tenor of the Hotari during the negotiations.
And here I thought the Elydians would be the problem. Coming to peace talks in a warship. This wasn't supposed to be so complicated.
I think... Oh crap, I forgot. I gotta hit a number key first to actually tell it I'm on keyboard. Yeah, I think they knew something was up.
For all their posturing, every indication is that the Elydians are afraid of the Hotari. They didn't bring their warship as a threat. They brought it because they're scared.
From everything we witnessed, I would say that is highly likely.
But what are they afraid of?
Tylus, the Hotari representative, said she thought they found something in the mines. Galvin and Sidron brought it back to the palace, but they're keeping it under tight security. She's going to investigate it. I gave her my tricorder. I expect she'll contact us soon.
You found an ally.
Why would Tylus help us? Go behind her people's back? It's a fair question, considering.
Well, honestly, I think it's because she's nervous, but I suspect it's more likely that she's out of options.
She's worried that her people are being dragged into something that isn't going to end well for them. She's trying to save them.
That may be true.
She's certainly more likely to help than the other Hotari we've met.
That raises another question. Specifically, what do the other Hotari have to gain in bringing us here, only to make this hostile maneuver against us? There must be some motivation.
I'll tell you what,
Unless
that is actually a really good question.
When they asked, when we got here.
Doesn't make sense to me.
That's the thing. It doesn't make sense to bring us here. Tylus said that Galvin and Sidron have restricted access to the mines, even to the Hotari. So they don't want anybody to learn what they've found.
Then calling in the Federation is a funny way of going about it. I don't think the Elydians know what's really down on that moon either.
Major Armintas said the revolt defied explanation. That the Hotari miners somehow harness the energy of the storm.
Harness the energy of the storm?
Doing that is beyond even our capabilities.
So is a weapon that disrupts warp travel.
There have been civilizations and entities, both past and present, far more technologically advanced than the Federation.
The Elydians and Hotari don't fall into that category.
But that is all the more reason to investigate further.
I tell you one thing that irks me a little bit is they keep talking about this thing like it's a weapon. Who says it's a weapon?
Commander Rydek, sorry to interrupt. We've received an urgent call from Hotari. The Queen's advisor, Tylus, has asked to speak with you.
Put her through.
Aha, the phone call we've been waiting for. Hi, tall lady.
Galvin and Sidron are still with the Queen. I've enlisted help to gain access to the room they have under guard. I don't have much time.
We
not supposed to leave my post.
It's only for a moment. I so appreciate your help.
I found something. I'm sending you a scan.
Okay, what the hell is that thing?
Got it. Tylus, if we needed to gain access to the mines on Tau, is that something you could help us with?
I suppose it wouldn't be easy, but I have to go.
Tylus.
Can we reconnect?
Sorry, Captain. We've lost all contact.
We can only hope she escaped without harm.
It was hard to tell.
I mean, technically I got her into this mess, but... I mean, let's show some confidence. I think she knows what she's doing. She'll be fine.
Tylus wouldn't have offered to help if she didn't know what she was doing.
That's a lot of faith in someone we barely know. Let's see the scan of whatever the hell that was.
Tylus suspects this came from the mines on Tau.
It appears to be of ancient origin, but the markings are unfamiliar.
We can run a full analysis when we get back to the Resolute. But if this came from the mines, it might be the key to how they got the upper hand against the Illydians.
Then we have to go into the mines.
The Federation would not allow that. We were, after all, sent here to be a neutral party in a peace negotiation. However, we could demonstrate that the Hotari have acted in bad faith, which would enable us to investigate the mines on Tau with full justification. But of course, we would need conclusive proof before taking action.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, we're supposed to be doing the peace thing, so I'm thinking... Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna go with the artifact as
Whatever
proof.
this artifact is may be proof enough. At least to satisfy the Federation.
Especially if we can show the Hotari are controlling the warp disruption. And targeting the Resolute.
We may have a better understanding once we analyze the device. But a mission to the mines, covert or otherwise, is not out of the question. And I will handle the Federation.
And again, the captain automatically assumes this is an attack of some kind.
As I was telling Carter, I want all the data I can get on this warp problem. And the negotiating team's shuttle has been recording data all the way back from Hotari.
Containment protocol.
Even better than our probes. So pull the sensor and engine ISOs from the Melville when it sets down.
Will do.
Oh, do I get to go do more mechanic-y things?
I'll join you and Chovak down in engineering to run another analysis after the briefing.
I didn't like this warp problem when we thought it was some astronomical anomaly. And I like it a hell of a lot less now that we know someone is doing it to us. How does it work? What do we even do about it?
What do you say we pull these chips and find out?
Took some damage on the way.
Okay, we are gonna do mechanic-y things again.
That ionic interference scored the hull plating. Might be some micro welds. Let's try pulling together.
All right.
3, 2, 1. It won't budge. Gotta be the storm damage. We need to... Welcome back. Any excitement down on the surface?
Excitement? No. Nothing like that.
Hello, love interest.
Hey, can you hand me the EJ7 interlock? From the toolbox.
I don't know what that is.
Not much use for one on a security detail, huh? Carter?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Okay, she mad at me for something? What did I do? I'm gonna be professional.
Okay, I'll apply pressure while you decouple the panel.
Oh, whoop, hold that thought.
Here, I'll help.
Oh, well, thank you. Much appreciated.
We've got this.
Open up and say ah.
Thanks for the hand. We have to get these isolinear chips down to engineering.
No problem. You really know everything about these ships, don't you? The tools, the systems. Like a walking Starfleet technical manual.
Well, I'm good, but I'm definitely not perfect.
I wouldn't say everything, but I know my stuff.
I can see that.
Come on, start pulling chips.
Okay, isolinear chip time. What do we got? Oh, hold that thought. Oh, whoop, wrong button. You know, at some point in the sequence, they're going to mix this up, right? Hello, what is that?
What's this?
That's what I said.
Some kind of crystal formation?
Whoop, no. I had to speed my mouse up so I could do the other bits quicker, and now I've got a turbo tricorder.
Whoa. This substance is a quantized spin crystallization of hydrogen, carbon, and lithium. It's emitting tetrametric pulses at an interval of 3.8422 seconds.
Quantized crystallization isn't natural. I mean, it's only theoretical as a means to engineer matter on a subatomic level. What's it doing in there?
And I'm sorry, but it's not theoretical if you're actually looking at the bloody thing now, is it?
Wait. Regulation 364, subsection 9.
What?
Regulation 364, subsection 9 orders that in the case of an unknown foreign substance infiltrating a sealed system, it will be placed in secure confinement before further examination. Retrieve a containment module.
Don't you think we're more equipped to deal with whatever this is?
No. Before anything else, this is a security issue. You don't even know what this is.
Which is why we need to study it.
Once it's contained.
I'm starting to get a little bit of a sneaking suspicion about her, so you know what? This is technically my department.
This is another piece of the puzzle we're trying to put together. We should be investigating it.
And you can. In the containment lab. But protocol is protocol. I can't make an exception just for you.
I'm still going to report these crystals to Commander Westbrook when we send the shuttle data.
And I will inform my superiors. I'm taking this just as seriously as you are.
What are you, Black Ops or something, lady?
But I overheard talk about the warp disruption on the shuttle. Now these crystals? Maybe this situation is more than we can handle with just a science vessel. We could trigger a distress call, get Starfleet to send more ships. Or I could send a message to my old CO on the Adirondack. Get some combat-tested vessels. We shouldn't do this alone.
I mean, thanks for the vote of confidence.
We're at the edge of the quadrant. Help isn't just gonna pop over like we're in Sector 001.
Wouldn't hurt to try.
You talk like you've never had your backs up against a wall before. This is Starfleet. We solve our own problems.
Okay, stand back. Get this to the containment lab. We'll get it set up for you. I'll let you know when it's safely confined.
Oh, we'll be there.
Last thing you want is to study this down in main engineering and have it explode next to the warp core.
Great, we've been dating this chick for like an hour and we're already fighting. Oh, nope, take it back.
Almost forgot.
Can't have that.
For a second, I thought she'd gone cold on you.
Yeah, you and me both.
Like she might have changed her mind. But I guess this whole situation has her spooked. Maybe she knows more than us? Or it's because this is all happening so fast?
Oh, it's gonna be because it's her
She
job.
doesn't scare easy.
Of course she's taking it seriously, but that's her job. If she's on duty, she's gotta be on the lookout for danger.
Yeah, but talking about sending a distress call on her own? That's going too far. She was probably just thinking out loud. I'm sure she'll come to her senses. This mission has enough complications stacking up.
Now, we'll get through it. You, me, and Miranda too.
Commander Rydek was able to
Symbols
work
and
behind the
legends.
scenes during the negotiations and made contact with a representative from the Hotari delegation named Tylus. She mentioned an unusual artifact of unknown origin being held under tight security within the Hotari Palace, which she believes came from the mines on Tau. Now, this artifact might have a connection to the revolt, to the storm, and to the warp disruption we now know has been targeted at the Resolute. Commander Rydek, if you want to take it from here.
Of course. Tylus managed to infiltrate the heavily guarded location within the palace and sent us these scans using my tricorder. It appears to be some sort of control panel, possibly connected to the warp disruption weapon originating on Tau. Of particular interest is this symbol, which we couldn't identify the origin of.
The Federation database has records from a vast number of civilizations. If anyone from Starfleet has come across this before, the system should recognize it.
Cross-referencing with Federation records.
Displaying symbols from Federation database with a 90% probability of match or higher. Select a symbol to further analyze.
Okay, it's not that one. Definitely not Klingon. Nope. Nope. That one's actually pretty close. Yeah, that's the one.
.2% match.
Got it.
Takan Empire.
So, what are we looking at?
The design and composition indicate this is a glyph associated with the ancient Takan Empire. Their civilization collapsed over 600,000 years ago, but once spanned millions of systems with a population numbering in the trillions.
Fascinating. The Takan were once the most advanced, most powerful civilization in the galaxy.
Is it possible the Hotari found Takan technology?
You
I
think?
wonder if they even know what they have.
Our knowledge of the Takan is limited. I have only encountered passing references to them.
I'm gonna say I've heard of them and hope that I'm not BSing.
Actually, I've heard of the Takan.
You have?
Quite impressive, Commander.
Computer, summarize the Enterprise D's discovery of a Takan outpost.
On stardate 41386.4, the U.S.S. Enterprise D, under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, discovered a Takan outpost in the Delphi Ardus. According to the mission summary, an unbreakable energy-draining field was deployed against the Enterprise and a Ferengi ship. The
I remember that
Enterprise was
episode.
only able to escape after negotiating their release with an entity known as Portal 63, Guardian of the Takan Empire.
Unbreakable energy draining field. It starts to make sense.
What else is there?
There's a lot here. Let's take it piece by piece.
Select the aspect you wish to learn more about.
Well, I'm thinking the Takan is our biggest problem at the moment, so how about we learn about him?
Someone from the Takan Empire is actually still around.
Or at least was, 16 years ago.
Computer, what other information do you have on Portal 63, Guardian of the Takan Empire?
The entity known as Portal 63 is of an unknown nature. A biped humanoid, he was unaware that the Takan Empire no longer existed at the time of the encounter. He was able to control the crystal-based technology of the Takan outpost through apparent telepathic means. It was by his choice that the Enterprise was released from the energy draining field after Commander William T. Riker of the Away Team argued on behalf of both Starfleet and the Ferengi.
Telepathic control of their technology.
As I have said, they were the most advanced civilization in the galaxy.
Okay, well, talk to me about Delphi Ardu 4.
What sort of planet is Delphi Ardu 4?
Delphi Ardu 4 is an M-class planet, a barren rocky world with little to no vegetation and frequent ion storms. The giant crystals that grow there absorb energy, but it is not understood how they do so. The entire Delphi Ardu system, consisting of 11 planets, was considered completely uninhabited until the encounter with Portal 6-3.
Frequent ion storms. That can't just be a coincidence.
Alright, talk to me about the Enterprise, because quite frankly we don't give a crap about the Ferengi.
The technology to capture and hold the Federation flagship would have to be unbelievably powerful. Computer, what else can you tell us about the energy-draining field the Takan used?
The Enterprise D was unable to break free on its own. The precise nature of the technology was never fully understood. Only that the crystalline technology used was beyond the comprehension of then-current Starfleet science.
The engineering team found a quantized spin crystal formation in the shuttle you took to Hotari. They registered tetrametric radiation coming from it.
We have Takan technology on board right now?
We might. I'll run a full analysis in the containment lab.
Alright, now you can talk to us about the Ferengi.
There appears to be some sort of restriction order from Starfleet. Computer, explain this restriction.
A Starfleet directive similar to General Order 7 forbids entering the Delphi Ardu system or attempting to make contact with Portal 6-3.
Starfleet doesn't throw up a no trespassing sign for just anybody.
I suppose it makes sense considering what happened to the Enterprise D.
The Elydians should have crushed the revolt. But if the Hotari have Takan technology and can control it, I see why they're willing to negotiate peace. For all we know, this could be just the beginning. And we're up against something greater than we can imagine.
You're also actually giving them a lot more credit than I think they deserve, so you know what, let's just, Actually, you know what, let's go into the mines.
There's only one way to find out. We need to see what's down there for ourselves.
I might be able to help with that. We've been able to triangulate the source of the ionic interference and warp disruption to a specific mine on Tau. Engineering used the latest data from your shuttle to pinpoint its origin. There.
So we know where to look.
Commander Rydek's right. We need to know what's down there, what the Hotari are hiding, to better understand what we're up against, and to neutralize it if we can.
Captain, embarking on a mission to the Hotari moon would not be viewed favorably by either side. However, given the circumstances, we are entirely within our rights to defend ourselves.
I just want to make sure this doesn't blow up in our faces. Which is why I'm thinking of sending Commander Rydek on a covert mission to Tau. Assuming you're up to the task. It would require absolute secrecy. And obviously, it's not without risk.
Dude, I'm fine, trust me.
I'll get the away team in and out. They're in safe hands with me.
Under normal circumstances, that would be the case. Given the sensitive nature of this incursion, I'm afraid you'll have to go it alone. I'm hoping Tylus can accompany you. The priority is to avoid detection. It's a calculated risk. The last thing we need is to get caught and then blamed for violating our neutrality and aggravating an already tense situation. We can't afford any mistakes, which is why I've chosen you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I won't get caught, even if you are sending me down by myself.
I'll do everything in my power to make sure no one knows I'm there.
Good. Of course, you'll have full support from the Resolute. We'll make sure we take every precaution.
Every precaution.
Don't worry, Spock. I got this.
Get in touch with Tylus and make the necessary arrangements as discreetly as possible.
Bridge to Captain Solano. The Elydians have moved additional ships to the edge of the Hotari system. Current heading is straight for the homeworld.
Understood.
It would seem we no longer have the luxury of waiting. In that case, may I suggest you and I return to Hotari Prime? Doing so will provide Commander Rydek as much time as possible to complete her mission.
Agreed. We'll hail the Queen's delegation from my ready room. We all know what we need to do. Dismissed.
Okay, so no away team, is just me. lost and found.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsolar, where is the crystal formation that you found in the shuttle? I have tasked Ensign Calloway with performing a full analysis of the tetrametric pulses.
Security brought it to the containment lab.
I was just there. They don't know anything about it. Security never checked it in.
Miranda never got there?
She's the one that had the crystal formation?
Yeah. Her and the rest of the security detail from the negotiations.
Honey, where did you go?
Diaz, Tamaris.
Honey?
Carter Diaz to Miranda Maris.
Okay, this is getting suspicious.
Commander Westbrook to Petty Officer Miranda Maris. Respond.
Something's not right.
She's still on the ship. She has to be.
Alright, computer, if you would be so kind as to tell us where she is.
Computer, locate Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
Petty Officer Miranda Maris is in the isolinear storage array on Deck 5.
I'll go find her.
Good.
I am sure Mr. Diaz can attend to this on his own.
Told you I was having a bad feeling earlier. Yeah, I'm starting to worry about the whole love interest thing. Okay, where in here is she? Find Miranda. Okay, I don't know why he wants me to examine the server, but okay.
Someone improperly pulled these isolinear chips.
Alright, honey, what are you up to, exactly? Yeah, I don't know what she's doing in here, but I have a sneaking suspicion it's not what she's meant to be doing in here. Oh, okay, can't go that way. Alright, now, what do you want me to look at next? Aha! We got some loose isolinear chips.
Who did this?
He asks, knowing full well it was his girlfriend. Okay, is she gonna be over here, maybe? No. Can I go down? I cannot go down. Oh, I tell you what, I gotta go up, though. I think we're gonna sneak up on her. I'm not saying I'm suspicious of her, but something's definitely up. So, yeah, let's not announce our presence. Okay, I don't see her up here either. I'm gonna guess something up here's been messed with, though. Yep, kind of like that. And there she is. Honey, what are you up to?
What the?
Oh, it's just you. I'm busy right now. Why don't you come back later?
I'm sorry, were you expecting somebody else?
What's the matter? Were you worried it was gonna be someone else?
No. I mean, I'm glad it's you.
Yeah, that doesn't look evil at all. And what did you just
But
transfer?
I'm through here, so I can't stay and chat. I have other things to do. Sorry you came all this way for nothing.
Here's a thought. Where's the crystal?
Well, hold on a second. Commander Westbrook said the crystal formation we found in the shuttle never made it to the containment lab. He sent me to find you.
I don't know why he'd say that. I brought the crystals to the lab myself. Whatever he told you, he got it wrong. All I know is where I left them.
Yeah, I tell you what, I want you to take me there, because I think something's up with you.
If that's the case, let's both go down there and find them. It's that simple.
I don't have time for that. I have work to do. Look, I appreciate that you came to check on me, but I'm fine. You worry too much. We're on a starship. Nothing's gonna happen to me here.
Well, it's not gonna let me shoot her with a phaser, so let's go with she's acting weird.
I'm worried because you're acting strange. 1 minute you're citing regulation to take the crystals, and now you don't seem to care that they've gone missing. And what are you even doing in here?
Will you drop it? I don't like being interrogated, Carter.
Hey, wait up!
Well, there's our relationship in the toilet.
I'm getting some very mixed signals from you right now. I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of stress right now. Just tell Chovak or whoever I don't know where the crystals are, and let me go about my business. I know we have some things to figure out. I don't have time to stand around and debate with you. Not right now.
No, honey, you're hiding something and I need to know what it is.
I don't know what it is, but you're hiding something. What's in that storage drive?
It's secure data. It doesn't concern you.
What are you, Black Ops now?
Miranda, hold on!
No. Get out of my way.
Uh-oh. I have a feeling they're not here to help me.
So I see you found each other.
I take it back, they are.
You were taking so long, the commander sent us to see what the problem was. Diaz, you were sent here with specific orders, and fighting your crewmate wasn't one of them. What the hell is going on here?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Let them explain.
I'd like to hear that, because I know what it looks like.
Yeah, well, you know what? There's something wrong with her.
There's something seriously wrong with her. She's not herself, I'm telling you.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Well, for one, she was copying data onto this.
This drive is unauthorized.
There are ISOs all over the floor.
And that's why I was in here, investigating this situation. And when Carter came looking for me, we got our wires crossed.
Okay, well, that's a load of crap. I want to know what's on the drive.
Check the data on this drive. I'm sure it'll show her access codes were used. And there were probably files copied while I was still with you two in engineering.
That makes sense.
Then get someone down here who can prove that. But until then, I have to go.
You need to go to
I don't know
hold
what's
cells
going on
where you
here,
need to go.
But I think we need to call it into security. She can explain herself in the brig.
Hold on a minute. We don't need to put this on anyone's permanent record. Carter said you're not yourself. If something's wrong with you, we should head to sickbay and the doc will fix you right up.
Yeah, I haven't felt right since I came back from Hotari. I think I should see the doctor.
You two know her? If you really think she's not well, we can take her to sickbay first. But what I know is this is a security breach, and we should treat it as such.
Please, just let me go see the doctor.
She did have a bumpy ride back on the shuttle. Come on, Carter. We should get her taken care of.
Well, here's the thought. Let's send her to sickbay to get checked out, but there's no reason we can't put a few security guys in there with her.
Let's take her to sickbay. It's better than the brig, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Fine. Get checked out by medical. You two go with her. I'll put this back together.
Okay, well, lots and lots of things happening in this episode. I mean, we have discovered that it's Takan technology causing the problems, which also means that this game is sort of a spiritual sequel to the, what was the name of that episode? I think it was The Last Outpost it was called? Something like that anyway, but yeah, it was the episode where we very first meet the Ferengi in Star Trek. And on top of that, we've still got a war to stop, we've got a mine to break into, and it looks like our relationship is pretty much in the toilet. Yeah, I don't know if she's working for Section 31 or she's possessed or what, but she is definitely not herself. I suppose the answer to that one's going to probably come in the next episode. And on that anticipatory note, as always, I have been Digby. I thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Star Trek Resurgence. And yeah, I hope to see you for the next one.